It's long been an area where immigrants arrive with nothing and forge a good life themselves. But new research shows that families are struggling to get ahead as home prices soar.
Murad Ali and his family moved to Western Sydney from Pakistan 14 years ago. His dream of buying a home is still just a dream.
Even the rent is too much, triple. Yeah, when we came here, start 160. Now I pay 350.
Mr. Ali has come to a local auction, hoping to bid, but even the opening price is well above his budget.
736. 736. Can I say 737?
As you saw today, the property sold nearly 130 over reserve, so it's making it very hard for the locals to afford properties.
That part of Sydney has become a magnet for rental investors who are buying up property there to an even greater extent than they are across the whole of Sydney.
Data from property analysts the Domain Group shows that on average it costs around $500 to rent a house in Sydney. That's increased by more than 51% in the last decade. For parts of Western Sydney it costs $450, and that's a massive increase of 125%. Buying a house in Sydney costs on average $710,000, 42% more expensive than 10 years ago. In Western Sydney, it's $688,000. That's a 78% hike. Historically, migrant families moved to the western suburbs for cheaper accommodation. This often meant long commutes to the city and even work, and sometimes even poor amenities. But with the price gap getting smaller and smaller, many now feel they're getting a raw deal. And experts say there is a way governments should act to keep prices down.
More social housing, whether it's public housing or community housing, would certainly help, as would a tax system that doesn't give so much incentive to rental investors to go in there and bid up house prices.
Perhaps then the Ali family would be able to afford a piece of the great Australian dream. Antoinette Lattouf, SBS World News.